Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's so good to see you and welcome back. Today I'm going to be baking cookies because it's that time of year where we fill our kitchens with the beautiful sense of baking, including cookies. But I'm going to be making cookies out of this cake box mix. Now, I've heard about this before, but I completely forgot about it, and I was inspired by this book. Sweets, Soul Food Desserts and Memories by Patty Pinner. I discovered this book when I was researching recipes for mashed potato fudge, which is absolutely delicious. You would never know in a million years that it contains potatoes. But this book I found, and it's absolutely lovely. And it's my kind of book. The entire book is sweets. There's no dessert section, which is the section I always go to first. It's all sweets. And it's full of recipes from Patty's family, including old-fashioned sugar pie, cherry cobbler, pineapple pie. I really want to try this one. This is Mai's pound cake. Mai was Patty Pinner's grandmother, and it sounds really simple, but it sounds just delicious. So this is the recipe that inspired today's video. It's Mama's cake mix cookies. When Mama had a tooth for something sweet, quick, and easy, she would often make cake mix cookies. So in a nutshell, this is going to be super fast, easy, and delicious. There's only 4 ingredients, and let's go ahead and make this. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a box of cake mix. This happens to be a yellow cake that I have, but you can use any flavor you like. It, of course, will determine the type of cookie you're going to get. So what I'm going to do is take this one box of mix and make 4 different kinds of cookies. So the recipe specifically calls for an 18-ounce box of cake mix. But if you look at this box of cake mix, it says 15.25. So I've noticed this trend on many products. The amount you pay stays the same. You're like, oh, it's $1.99 for X, Y, and Z. But if you look carefully at the amount that you actually receive, it is less. I've seen it on animal crackers, graham crackers, cookies, cake mix. The amount you receive is actually less, even though the price seemingly stays the same. So to combat this, I'm going to add an extra 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. So let's see. I would say a generous 1/4 cup will make up the difference for the weight of cake mix. You don't need a scale. I was just doing that out of curiosity. So behind me, I also have my oven preheating at 350 degrees. So I'm going to make an adjustment with the oil. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup because when I researched this recipe, every single other recipe used half the amount of oil. 2 eggs. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just mix this together until it forms a batter. Yeah, I think 1 cup of oil would make this batter too loose. And there we have it, cookie dough. I'm gonna take 1/4 of this dough and put it into a separate bowl. I'm going to add some mini chocolate chips. Just work that in there. And then we're going to have chocolate chip cookies. I've got a parchment lined baking sheet, small ice cream scoop, pack the cookie dough in, and I'm going to set these on my baking tray. Scoop another ball of dough, and this one I'm going to dip into crushed candy canes. Take that, press it into some candy canes, and now we've got a peppermint cookie. Next, we're going to do rainbow sprinkles. Look at that! Just instant cheer. Look at that. Instant cheer. And then for my last one, I'm going to do a snickerdoodle inspired cookie. I've got a 1/4 cup of sugar with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Give that a good mix. Roll it in the cinnamon sugar. I'm going to get both sides. Alrighty, we're gonna take these beauties and pop them into a 350 degree preheated oven, bake them for 8 to 10 minutes or until they're nice and golden on the edges. And then we're going to have some instant cookies. Okay, see you in a little bit. Alrighty, my lovelies, the cookies just came out of the oven. They're nice and toasty. Behind me, I have another batch going in about 2 minutes. They will beep. Hopefully I will not jump. And They look pretty good. They look cakey, they're kind of puffed, and I baked these for 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and taste these while these are warm. Let's taste the chocolate chip one first. I'm a huge fan of chocolate chip cookies. Looks to be very cakey inside, which shouldn't be too surprising since we used instant cake box mix. Alrighty, here we go. Itadakimasu. That definitely hits the spot. It's warm, it's vanilla'd, it's soft and cakey, slightly fluffy. It's not crisp or chewy at all, which isn't surprising. There's no brown sugar in this, and we used cake box mix. I am missing that buttery flavor that comes with cookies that are made with butter, but warm and fresh out of the oven definitely hits the cookie spot. Okay, let's try the peppermint one next. Isn't that a beautiful cookie? Look at that. Ooh, this is soft too. That one's fun because you've got the peppermint candies on top that lend a bit of a crunch. So you've got that warm, cakey, fluffy, sweet, vanilla cookie beneath it with the crunchy candies on top that have a little pepperminty flavor. Yum, I like that one a lot. Traditional rainbow sprinkle cookie. That looks just as it should. Break this one open. Cakey, fluffy interior. This one takes me back to my childhood. I was always attracted to these cookies, but I never found them all that tasty, and I still feel that way today. I think rainbow sprinkles have a flavor to them, and I actually don't like them all that much, even though I just love how they look so much. Rainbow sprinkles, in my opinion, definitely have a flavor to them. They're sweet and taste like old vanilla or something, but something. They have a very particular flavor, and that's what I tasted these cookies, along with the imitation butter flavor in the cake mix, and vanilla, of course, but still very nostalgic. Lastly, let's try the snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodles remind me of my childhood too. My best friend in elementary school, her mom would bake snickerdoodles and she would bring me one for lunch too, and I just love them so much. Alrighty, here we go. And I have to say, that is a pretty good take on a snickerdoodle. Cinnamony, sugary on the outside, a little bit crisp from that granulated sugar, and puffy. Snickerdoodle recipes oftentimes have that kind of puffy, fluffy texture to them. Yes, that one works. I think of all the flavors, this one is the most successful in terms of being the most similar to the original. Although all of them are pleasant, especially when they're fresh out of the oven, and it couldn't be any simpler. We're just using an instant cake box mix, using some pantry ingredients, and we've got a whole bunch of cookies. Alrighty, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye. Cookies. I love cookies.